Washington State is one of the most beautiful and majestic states out of the 50, especially its spectacular national parks. Encompassing nearly 1 million acres, the Olympia National Park protects a vast wilderness, thousands of years of human history, and several distinctively different ecosystems, including glacier-capped mountains, old-growth temperate rainforests, and over 70 miles of wild coastline. It's also a place that holds many secrets. This was Tyler's destination, or so he told a man that gave him a ride that night before he disappeared. This is Tyler's story, through the eyes of strangers. At 6:30 p.m. on April 19, 2016, 16-year-old Tyler Christian left his home walking near Beverly Park Road, heading to a youth group meeting at a church at 4711 116th Street in Mukilteo, which was only a couple of miles away. He never arrived at church, nor did he return to his home in Edmonds. Tyler was reported missing to the Snohomish County Sheriff's Department on Wednesday, April 20th at 3:30 a.m., 9 hours after he was last seen. The Sheriff's Department detectives, search and rescue, and K-9 units coordinated efforts on that Wednesday and for the following days to search for evidence of what could have happened to Tyler, but there wasn't much to go on. On Tuesday, April 26th, the Snow County Sheriff's Department released an update stating that they now believe Tyler did not go to the youth group, but rather headed the opposite direction. Information gathered during the investigation indicates that Tyler made plans to leave the area and that he left his home on his own, even though he had never ran away before. Law enforcement deemed his disappearance suspicious because he has strong ties to his family and church. Law enforcement received a tip after someone seen Tyler's missing poster. He was seen hitchhiking between 10:30 and 11 o'clock p.m., and a gentleman had picked him up between Kingston and Paulsboro. It was believed he took a ferry to Kingston. The man who gave him a ride said Tyler seemed upbeat and was asking for directions to Shelton and planning to go hiking in the Olympics. Tyler had a backpack with him. Tyler had some sort of plan to survive on his own for an indefinite period of time. In May 2016, Tyler's backpack was found near the High Steel Bridge near Shelton in Mason County. It contained a pair of sweatpants and a few untouched food items, as well as a couple of used emergency foil blankets. A ferry ticket receipt was found in a pocket, confirming that Tyler arrived at the peninsula on April 19th, the night he went missing. We don't know how long the backpack was there before it was discovered or why it was not with Tyler. After finding the ferry receipt, the fact that he took the ferry indicates that he has some cash on him. The discovery of the backpack led to a search of the area by search and rescue, K-9 units, and a rescue helicopter. The search continued into the evening, but unfortunately, they were unable to find any additional sign of him. They were also unable to determine when he was last in the area or what direction he had gone. The family commented on a social media post that they left a note where the backpack was found for Tyler in hopes he would see it. Unfortunately, after the backpack was found, no further evidence has been discovered. On June 4th, 2018, the Christensen family suffered the tragic death of their 21-year-old daughter 2 days after Tyler's 19th birthday. Her obituary doesn't give a cause of death, but it has been suggested it was suicide by social media posts. She was 2 years older than Tyler, and they were very close. Tyler has been missing for 5 years. No further evidence has been found to suggest he still is alive or has passed. Why did he leave so abruptly? He was a homeschooled student that was a very active member in his church and his community and within his family. There have been no evidence to suggest foul play or an abduction. He left on his own. He has never ran away before. What happened to make him do the unthinkable? It's rare for a sheltered 16-year-old boy to decide one day he was going to start a new life. The family has stated that there was no trouble in the home to make him run away. It makes you wonder what's not been said. Hopefully he left purposely with a plan. Maybe he's out there safe, alive, and healthy somewhere. If you are 18 years old or older, the authorities cannot disclose your whereabouts to anyone at all if you don't wish to be found. It's not a crime by law to disappear, but it is a crime to the hearts of the loved ones left with the unanswered questions. Tyler is 5 foot 11 inches tall and weighs 165 pounds at the time of his disappearance. He has light brown hair and blue eyes. He has a scar on his left ankle. Tyler's family describes him as hardworking, creative teenager who did odd jobs for the neighbors and made furniture and other things from metal and wood. He enjoys hiking and riding his motorcycle. He is the middle child and the only boy amongst his siblings. Anyone with information about Tyler's disappearance is asked to call the Sheriff's Office anonymous tip line at 425-388-3845. The administrators of the Missing Truth is sending our prayers and healing energy to Tyler on his journey, whether it be in this world or the next. We bid the family peace while coping with the unknown. For further updates on Tyler's case, subscribe to the Missing Truth to receive notifications. Like us and leave us a comment. Like our Facebook page and join our private Facebook group. If you have a family member or friend that is missing and feel the case needs more exposure, contact us by email or message us on our Facebook page. Always remember, some sort of truth remains in a lie. Have a good night.